Hello everybody, welcome to this video of Dead by Daylight. I'm tired as hell and I'm a little late on making this video and I wanted to do it earlier. But things happen and we are where we are. So they released the developer update and we're recording this on Twitch, so forgive me if the alerts and stuff. I think I'm gonna start just recording from Twitch because it's 1,000 times easier for me. But let's jump on it. I'm tiny. Oh well, wow. Really like, let's move me over here so I can point at the important things, I guess. Or we should move me closer so I can get closer to the things actually go like that paragraph. There we go. I feel better about this. It's fantastic. Anyways, dedicated servers, technically they're not fully released yet. They're just testing it, so it's out. That's pretty much what it says. They're gonna keep it out because it gives them data. Good shit. The archives are out. The next tome is on the 27th of November. Then after that, the 18th of November. They're taking feedback in based on the stuff that they did. Good, fancy jazz, because some of these are really monotonous challenges. Anyways, exclusive cosmetics. All those fancy cosmetics that were like one-time only holiday events back in the time, or like very specific event like cons, PAX West codes. They are removing all of the exclusivity and everyone is now going to just unlock all of those event clothing, and a lot of people got up in arms on this, but personally, I never cared, and I'm happy they're doing this because one, it's really unfair for all the console players that they never get to look at these clothes, and for two, I mean, realistically, they should at least have been selling them. I understand a lot of people are upset that you worked hard during the holiday event and you made sure you got all the cosmetics. I did the same thing. But really, we just, like, not everybody had the chance to get them. I honestly like that they're not doing that crap again, and I like the fact that they are selling the items moving forward for all the holiday events. So it is what it is. If you're unhappy about it, just take a chill pill. It's not like you're losing anything. It's just someone else is able to have the thing you have. And I think that is fair. For those who have purchased any of these skin codes, I am sorry you spent money on it. But realistically, it is to fight the people who are getting scammed out of their money because they want this so badly because they love the game that much. I know games I would do that for. This isn't one of them, but I know people would also kill to have this kind of stuff. So moving on, that's that. Future events, essentially, they're going to be using the new what's Battle Pass. That's pretty much it. Spirit changes. So this is the big one. This is the great one. So the thing is, I always say Spirit's been shit, and that's only because, well, I conclude that off of Spirit, no add-ons. Spirit with add-ons is a totally different story. Her add-ons are one of the most powerful things in the game, right next to Hillbilly, but not comparable to Spirit or to Nurse at all. Not at all. Never could. People who are like, it's, oh, Nurse and Spirit are about same time. No, not even with add-ons. No. Omega Blink never gets like compared ever. Anyways, so they're essentially nerfing both the base kit and add-ons of the Spirit. And since the add-ons were the strongest part of the Spirit, her base kit getting nerfed is going to make it worse. Any of the good Spirits I've spoken with who play Spirit almost religiously all agree that without add-ons, Spirit's pretty trash. But with add-ons, even the common ones make a difference. So with the base kit, they're removing her collision, so she can't bump into anything anymore. In terms of survivors, she still cannot go through walls, windows, or pallets, but she definitely can no longer collide, because one of the biggest things that took the skill away from being a Spirit was that when you came across an obstacle you could not see, it was obviously a survivor, easiest hit of your life. On top of that, that just takes away a lot of the strength from the base kit. that Spirit had, because being able to body block a small narrow corridor was really, really good. And it took away the mind game away from Spirit, so this will open it up pretty hardcore. Window vaulting animation also takes away a lot more mind game that she had outside of the phasing thing. You could never really see her vault. You'd have to be lucky enough to witness her lock up in a straight animation, and then she'd just appear on the other side of the window, so you'll be able to see that now. And then they also pulled a Wraith where they adjust the speed of her getting out of invisibility instead of maintaining the speed all the way through, to likely degrade in speed a lot faster. I don't know. Or it'll be like the Wraith where she comes out slower, but then picks up speed for a little bit. Maybe. The add-on changes are pretty big. So essentially, instead of reducing the amount of speed that she gets, they decreased the duration you get the speed boost by. The katana's not by a large amount, just 0.05 seconds. That's hardly going to be noticeable. But the wakizashi, that one's a huge drop of 0.2 seconds. 0.2 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, you'll feel that shit real fast. Then they've also removed some effects off of the amulet. The recharge rate modifier is removed, so she doesn't recharge her power so fast. The duration bonus of haunting, you can stay in it for longer, but then your movement speed... Wait, decrease haunting movement speed modifier from a positive 10 to negative... Jesus! You're slower in haunting? One of the good things about Spirit with add-ons was that you would speed up during your phasing, and when you're haunting and going through, the point was you're supposed to be faster that way because you're slower normally. That was your catch-up mechanic. And ooh, that's a 25 swing down. Hot damn. The hair ribbon, charge speed down 10%, and the brooch, charge speed down 20%. Man. Prayer beads. This was one of the most powerful add-ons you could put on Spirit. A lot of people probably argue, no, it's her speed. Well, the funny thing is you can put the speed add-ons with this. Prayer beads used to silence her phasing or her haunting, and now it's a global. So it's like Wraith's bell ringing. Wraith's really strong when you can't hear the damn bell, especially when he cloaks his terror rays for 6 seconds after. But that takes 2 add-ons for him to do it. Prayer beads was just so good because Spirit just could go so fast and appear out of nowhere, and holy shit. So they made it global. You could still probably get some generator grabs. You just gotta annoy survivors to get them accustomed to hearing your phasing, but then if they all just like freak out and let go of the gen for a second, you'll probably never get it. But honestly, there are some changes here that are absolutely needed, and there are some changes here that are something I called a long time ago. So when before Spirit was ever announced, I made a video called Next Killer Weak. And that was before we even saw what her power is, and that was because I made a very good claim that the next killer would be weak, because they don't make the killers to be strong, because they made a public announcement that they don't. People tried to tell me, oh, you don't know anything, you're wrong. Well, unfortunately, I was proven right, and she came out weak as hell. She was really bad. It took 3 separate buffs to get her to where she's at now, and in my eyes, she's only acceptable with add-ons. But her add-ons are very unacceptable in terms of how strong they can be. Like Prayer Beads is just absolutely stupid right now. So as she came out and I said that she would require buffs to even hit a good level, I always said that when they do too many buffs, which they did 3 different buffs, it would kind of push her over and into a bad area, kind of like what they did with Legion. Legion started out really awkwardly good and nerfed to death. Then, you know, now we're getting that same nerf to death with Spirit, leaving Nurse to be the only still viable rank 1 killer, even though I always thought that. Some people thought Spirit was, and now there's no way anyone could argue Spirit still is, because this shit on paper ruins her. And I don't think we even need to practice to know that when her phasing is not hidden with prayer beads anymore, when she's not getting that insane movement speed, recharge speed, you know, she's just gonna be another killer. She might not be as bad as Freddy once was, no, but she's not gonna be that great anymore. And I feel bad for all the spirits that have to go through this. So tell me what your thoughts are. I would play a game with this one, but I just wanted to share my thoughts with you two because I haven't gotten the chance to do it. Do you think Spirit's gonna somehow still be okay? Are you upset? Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see what killer gets nerfed next time. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, good game.